Okay, today we're going to talk about the law of cosines. So, uh, in a triangle, when we did the law of sines, you had to have a triangle where you had a known side across from a known angle. And if you don't have that, then you have to use the law of cosines to solve this. So, the law of cosines says for a triangle with sides A, B, and C, and opposite angles alpha, beta, and gamma respectively, the following is true. So here's our triangle. A is opposite alpha, B is opposite beta, and C is opposite gamma. Then these three things right here are true. C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine gamma. B squared equals A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine beta, and A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cosine alpha. These are all the same exact formula. And if you look, there's a pattern. So if you've got A here, this is the other two sides, and you're subtracting 2 times those other two sides times the cosine of the angle across from this. And it's the same in all these. So the nice thing about the law of cosines is a little harder to do than the law of sines, but you don't have those weird special cases where there's no solution or two solutions. Okay, so I've drawn the triangle here. We've got alpha and beta, and there's Luna, our precalculus cat, looking around the corner here. And then we've got a 60-degree angle. So if you look at the picture, there's no angle across from a side. And we can't figure this out because this isn't a right triangle, at least that we know of. And so we can't use the Pythagorean theorem to get the other side. So we're going to go ahead. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to find C. So we'll use this formula. Like I said, it's all the same formula. It's just this one just happens to be easy for using this for finding C. So C squared is going to be A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine 60 degrees. And now it's really simple to plug this into your calculator and figure it out. You can do it all in one step, or you can go ahead and figure this out. This is going to be 12 cosine 60 degrees. And the C squared comes out to be 7. And then C is the square root of 7. So we can go ahead and put our square root of 7 over here. Now, since we know the square root of 7, we now have a side opposite. We have a known side opposite an angle. So we could use the law of sines to figure out the rest of this. Okay, so we can go back and go, okay, well, sine of 60 over the square root of 7 is going to equal the sine of alpha over 2. And here's my variable. So sine alpha is 2 sine 60 degrees over the square root of 7. And that comes out to be sine alpha is about 0.65465. And when we solve that, that comes out to be about 40.9 degrees. Okay, so remember you solve that by doing the arc sign here. So I can go ahead and put that in over here, 40.9 degrees. And now finding the other angle is easy because there's 180 degrees in a triangle. So I take 180, I subtract the 60, that leaves 120. And I subtract 40.9, and that leaves 79.1 degrees. And I've solved the triangle. Okay, so I could do that. I use the law of cosines, the law of sines, and the fact that there's 180 degrees in a triangle. I could, if I wanted to, go and use the law of cosines on those two to find the angles. It doesn't matter. Whichever way works the best for you.